Hey everyone, great news. A new Lorcana card has just been revealed. Here it is. The card's name is Dragonfire. It's actually the same ability that Maleficent has, name and all, but in its own card form. This is the first revealed non-character card in Lorcana. It is called an action card, and I'm assuming an action card is the equivalent of a spell card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or a sorcery card in Magic the Gathering, or just an ability card in Hearthstone. You know, something you can only play on your turn when you could play a creature. Now, there are two interesting things to note about this card besides the fantastic artwork. The first one is in the upper left-hand corner. It's the cost symbol. It's a little bit different than that of a character card's cost. It's got the same hexagon, but it's missing that whole circly thing around it. Although it's unlikely because I'm assuming they're trying to keep this game as simple as possible for kids, I am praying that this is a second type of resource. So my best guess on this symbol is that it's like a half resource, much like Legends of Runeterra. In Legends of Runeterra, if you have unspent mana and you end your turn with it, you can save up to 3 mana for your next turn. In my opinion, this is probably one of the best things to take from Legends of Runeterra because it allows you, if you don't have a 2-drop on turn 2, you can now play a 5-cost ability on turn 3. Kind of makes up for you being behind on curve and allowing you to still play the game and be competitive. I'm not sure if that's how it's going to work in Lorcana, but that's just my first impression based on it's got the same hexagon as it does in character symbols, but it's just missing that circular portion, which I assume is like the ink symbol. So maybe it's just a non-ink resource or something along those lines. Hey, real quick, if you love Lorcana content and you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at 100 subscribers. Hitting that milestone before Christmas would just be amazing. So the second interesting thing about this card is it shows that action cards have no diamonds. So a lot of people thinking that this diamonds might be a rarity thing, that's out the window. Or that the diamonds are some sort of resource that you discard your card like Flesh and Blood in order to play other cards. I think that's also out of the window because you should be able to discard action cards to play other cards. So that leads me to my initial thoughts about the diamonds, that they're going to be the victory points for the game. They're going to be how you win. And I think the diamonds' names have actually already been revealed, and they're called lore. So my two best guesses for how this is going to work is you get a certain amount of characters on the board, that their total diamonds add up to a certain number in order for you to win the game. Or when you tap a creature, you can do one of two things. You can attack or you can send it on a quest. If you send it on a quest, you gain lore equal to the amount of diamonds it has. You get enough lore, you win the game. An attack is you challenge a character your opponent controls who is also tapped, and you'll be able to destroy that character or banish it, as it's called in this game. I'm not really sure how this game's going to play, but those are my two best guesses based on all the content I've consumed on Lorcana and all the card games I've played. Those seem like those are the most likely mechanics in the game. This card reveal does leave me kind of worried, actually. The more information I see about Lorcana and the more cards that are revealed of Lorcana, the more I think that this game might just be another Magic the Gathering clone with a improved resource system. Don't get me wrong, the game is going to sell out in stores everywhere on release because it's got a Disney IP, but a strong IP is not enough to keep the game alive and going for 20 years. In fact, the Warcraft trading card game had a strong IP behind it, Warcraft, and it lasted 8 years, and during those 8 years, it was struggling to keep its player base at all. There's been many card games in the past that have come out with the idea, Magic the Gathering is a fantastic game, so I'm just going to copy that, but improve the land system because the land system is terrible. And they all fail. All I'm trying to say is that Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and Flesh and Blood don't have any of the same mechanics, but they are all successful. And the fact that Lorcana looks so much like Magic the Gathering, it's really starting to get me worried that it's just another Magic clone. I'm going to give Lorcana a shot no matter what, but I'm hoping there's more to it than Magic the Gathering mechanics. Anyways, thanks for watching.